Hi there, so we're going to give you the grand tour of Max, our new motorhome's interior. So Max is a 2021 Adria Matrix 520 ST. He's actually 19 and a half feet long. We're not going to show you very much of the exterior, so we're going to go right ahead into the inside and show you all the little things that he has to offer. So
Hi there.
Kitchen first.
We have our 3-burner stove top, which fits our pots nicely. I've got another one down here that I can put either here or there's room there. So lots of room on the stove top.
And we have an oven too.
And we have our oven.
Which we haven't even used yet.
It comes with a nice roasting pan, and it's good, heavy quality and duty. Looks like the oven will be easy to clean when it comes time to that. Now what?
Sink.
Oh. Our
There we
nice
go.
little sink.
Yeah. And then this is really neat. So this is a storage
Compartment
cabinet thing.
Whoop. Whoop.
Which we're still getting used to.
Well, when we're staying put, I just leave it up, and I only bring it down for travel.
So when we're parked up, this is the way it looks. And we only close the door when we're traveling around.
Or if we have guests.
Or maybe if we have company. So we've got all our glasses all put away in there, nice and tidy, so they don't rattle and don't make noise and fall over. And kitchen window. which we're still getting used to all the different ways of opening it. And then you can open it like that, and then the screen comes down like this. It's hard to do with one hand. And then you can close it up like that at night.
And we've got cabinet space.
So there's all our dishes and fry pan. More storage space for food. We bought a couple of little containers to put stuff in. And this is our wardrobe closet, so that's our cupboard space for our clothing. That's it. This one down here leads into the garage space. So this goes all the way in. There's another entrance door through the other side that you can access it from the outside. And then other little cubby holes, cutlery drawer. And then in that area as well, we've got 2 big skylights. And it's kind of neat how they operate. Ruth is almost a little bit short for them. So there you can get them wide open. And then of course you can also close that to keep the light out at night. And then you can close that for a screen to keep the bugs out during the day. And the neat thing I like about these, the way these are set up, is that when you close it to that level, it's still open, and yet it's impossible for the water to get in if it rains, and yet there's still a gap there to get some fresh air. And we put it through the test yesterday when it poured with rain. Anyway, we're really pleased with the way that works.
So there's this one, and then there's another
one here.
And
then, well, we'll get to that eventually, but there's our huge front skylight here that is really neat as well. And then the bathroom, which for a 19.5-foot motorhome, the bathroom is way bigger than you'd think it would be. So a couple of neat things about the bathroom is our fold-down sink. So there's the sink there. And we
still have to get things set up
yeah,
nicely.
I mean, things aren't 100% set up.
Oh,
we have another big skylight up there. Shower.
And to have the shower, you take out the ladder that's here, and then you pull these across.
To prevent the water getting into the...
And here, and then you're
those
not
other
making
areas.
the whole bathroom wet, which is really nice. And the shower works great.
Yeah. So we each tried out the shower. It works really nice last night, as does our hot water heating system. It's pretty neat as well.
Our toilet, which isn't just a toilet,
That's just a toilet.
but it's a cassette toilet.
And then it's got neat little things. These Europeans, you notice how the actual
Lock
latch for the door is input right now. So you would think when you close the door that it can't latch, but as soon as you do that, there's some kind of a magnet and it brings the latch out. Really neat.
Same with this. You open this up just a teeny bit and it's dark inside.
Yeah,
And then
there's
all of a sudden,
automatic
a light comes on.
LED light inside the cupboard.
Our fridge and freezer.
Yep.
There.
Freezer compartment.
Decent sized fridge.
For such a tiny little motorhome, it has a big fridge.
This cupboard is where the TV would go,
Yeah.
but
so
we don't have a TV. The bracket and everything is in place.
we have our 2 pillows stashed in there right now. And this is the living area. So we bought the red covers for it yesterday. We were just kind of experimenting. I kind of like the way it looks. One of the covers doesn't fit perfectly because it goes around the other side and you can see where the original material is there. But otherwise, I think it's really nice.
And the reason we do that is to
Keep the material looking new. And I mean, of course, we'll end up getting them for the driver's seat and the passenger seat as well.
And it just makes
Not that color, but proper fitted
resale.
covers for when it comes time to resell it. Everything in the interior should still look brand new. This whole area, of course, little motorhome like this is really only made for 2 people and a small dog, or 2 people and a grandchild, but technically it can sleep 4 people. So, I mean, you know that there's no bedroom, but that's because our bed is up here. So that's our bed, and it's kind of really neat. You just press a button, and down comes the bed, and I won't lower it all the way, but...
Yeah, you have to at bedtime take out the headrests, and then it will come down halfway.
Yeah. So all we do is we remove these headrests, and the bed comes down halfway. And then there's a ladder, and the ladder hooks on here.
But we can, if we want, bring it down.
Right. So we could remove all these side cushions and bring the bed down even all the way down so you can just sort of step into it. But this whole area here also turns into a 2-person bed. And I mean, it's a little bit complicated. Let me just put the bed back up.
And it's neat, like the bed has that material that comes down with it.
Yeah. So all this turns into a bed. The table drops down a 1.5 feet, and it becomes part of the support for the bed, and then you use all the cushions to make another bed. But again, for a small motorhome like this, having 4 people in it is a bit of a tight squeeze. So I mean, that's not, you want to have good weather. So that's not going to happen very often. The table is also really neat though, because you've got room for easily 6 people. You could seat 8 people here if you really had to during 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 if you really had to. But yeah, I mean, it would be tight, but if you had to, if you wanted to come in and have a couple of glasses of wine or something with a group, you could do it with 8 people on a rainy night.
Without COVID.
Yeah, without COVID. But the table is really cool because it's so adjustable. Let me see if I can do this.
Do you want me to hold this?
Yeah. So it's really neat. So it slides this way, it slides this way, it slides this way. You can put it whatever way. It turns around this way, it goes up and down. It's fully adjustable to however you like to have it. So we've kind of decided that we like it like this for now. And of course Ruth does her laptop work here and I do my laptop work here. And look, I'm 6 feet tall. And I can stand up here just fitting a finger underneath between my head and the roof. So I mean, at 6 feet tall, there's still lots of space. And in the kitchen space, there's tons of room in the kitchen space. So we're really happy with that too.
And all of the windows have the feature of the
right. So there's the screen that comes down to keep the bugs out, or they also the shade. But Ruth, you're not. Nope. You got to be gentle with it, and it's not closed in properly.
See. Yeah.
Ruth, Ruth has to learn to be gentle with stuff.
There. It does hook in there.
It's this one that hooks
Okay.
in. Anyway,
Okay.
you get the idea. It's just hard to do with a camera in one hand. Anyway, and then of course there's our giant skylight,
Do you want me to hold it?
which opens like that, and then you just kind of lock it into place. And then once again, there's the screen that comes down one way, or the nightshade that comes down up that way. But we're going to close it up for now because it's still supposed to rain again this afternoon. And another neat little storage space, kind of making use of all available space, is down here in the floor. You've got a little cubby hole. We haven't used it yet. We haven't decided what's going to go in there, but more storage. And that's about it.
Well, you didn't do the front.
Well,
or are you going to leave that for another one?
Well, that's just
Yeah.
it's just a van. I mean, okay, our neat little windshield covers are kind of neat. So these are magnetic, and it comes down like this and folds up into place. But again, it's really difficult to do with a camera in one hand. But that folds down into here, and then that slides up to lock it into place. So that's the window covers, and then of course you can see that there's shades that also
at the front, the
shades
there.
that slide across the front windshield, and another one on the passenger door. Lighting is great. So it's hard to show you in the evening, but of course it's all
hard to show you in the day.
in the daytime. But we have LED pot lights in the ceiling, both kitchen and the living area, and one for the driver's seat and one for the passenger seat. And we have mood lighting, which I don't know if, yeah, you can kind of see the mood lighting come on there. And another one in the kitchen like that.
The same one
Yeah.
comes on at the same time.
Yeah.
And then the touch ones. At the front, at the sides.
Yeah, I said
they're
that.
the reading lights, but they're touch ones.
Yes. Okay. Anyway, so much for our professional videographer skills. But you get the idea.